Live from Tacoma, Washington, it's Boot Song of the Night, sponsored by Diet Coke, just for the taste of it. Tonight, mystical Seattle songwriter Rafe Perlman.
Oh my gosh, again. Rewind.
Live from Tacoma, Washington, it's Boot Song of the Night, sponsored by Diet Coke, just for the taste of it. Tonight, musical guest, legendary vocalist, guitarist from the Feelies, Glenn Mercer. Culinary delights in Apple Kitchen with producer Keith and Chef Corianton. I'm Chick Parm, and here's your host, D. Crane.
Wow, it worked. Well, welcome everybody. As it is tradition on Fridays, we're going to start with our song from the hymnal of Robert Smith, and we have a special guest joining us this evening. I hope he's going to have no technical difficulties. He's joining us all the way from New York City. So hopefully it works out. Ooh, let's try it again. This is, it's dangerous to start the show with some joinage, but I think it's going to happen. Good evening, Mr. Dickson.
Howdy, partner. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. What a great way to start the show.
It's an honor, always. Should I just hop right in?
I think you should.
Okay.
Boom.
Love that drawing. Here we go. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, and Wednesday too, or Thursday. I don't care about you, it's Friday, I'm in love. Monday you can fall apart, Tuesday, Wednesday break my heart, or Thursday doesn't even start. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sunday always comes too late. Friday, never hesitate. I don't care if Monday's black. Tuesday, Wednesday, heart attack. On Thursday, never looking back. It's Friday, all in love. Monday, you can hold your head. Tuesday, Wednesday, stay in bed. Thursday, watch the wall instead. It's Friday, I'm in love. Saturday, wait. Sunday always comes too late. Friday, never hesitate.
Little pause. We got a little bit of spinning. Come back to us, Trevor. It was almost too magical to continue, I felt like.
It was very magical.
Yeah, the coolest. Man, I think we lost Trevor for a sec. I might try to just add him back because I feel like he maybe left because he was having some difficulties. I would love to hear a little more of that. That was amazing. Let's see. Oops. He might have broken the internet. I agree. That was amazing.
Did I lose you?
We lost you. How did it turn out? It was so beautiful.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it was beautiful.
Well, did you hear most of it?
Yeah, I think we heard, we got through a couple of Fridays, but that was beautiful.
Well, shoot. Well, good luck with the rest of your show.
Everything in New York. You look good. You look healthy. And your
Thanks.
hair's back.
Everything's good. Everybody's healthy, happy.
Good.
It's back.
And I've been enjoying the Loose Lemons album like crazy here. So thank you for sharing that too. We'll have to put up a list of that.
Of course.
Well started. Thank you, Trevor.
You got it.
The technical difficulties, man.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it sounded amazing. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, see you. All right, so that was pretty awesome. I don't know who was playing.
Bummer. We were just
It was like I was just feeling the vibe. I might have to go back to the replay and watch.
He should record a cover.
Yeah, I bet he
I think
did.
that would be
Trevor's
good.
like that. He would record. He would not pull off an amazing Friday I'm in Love cover and not record it. I bet there's a recording. We'll have to talk to
I
him
hope
about that.
so.
That was beautiful.
Or maybe you come back next Friday again.
Yeah, well, I'm back
I don't
every
know.
Friday until
Although
until
it
it
might be
works.
kind of frustrating for him.
Yeah. So we have an amazing show tonight, and we are going to start it as we always start it with a Diet Coke. So if you have a soda or whatever you have on this Friday evening, crack it. Cheers. Hold on. Cheers. Clink. Oh, that's beautiful. What flavor on a Friday night? We have an amazing show for you tonight. I don't know where Calso. Can you pass me the knife? I promise I'll be
so
safe tonight.
creepy.
It's kind of creepy. Someone said
It's very creepy.
it was murdery, but the reason why I had it was tonight.
That's bad feng shui.
Chef Epicori is going to be teaching us some knife skills in the kitchen. I don't know if you saw his first episode, but he chopped, was it garlic? He like minced garlic, and he did this move where he turned the knife on its side. So tonight he's going to show us all about like the ins and outs.
Can you stop gesturing with the knife?
Yeah, I'll stop gesturing with the knife. But he's going to teach us the ins and outs of cutting up vegetables, etc. So we're very excited about that. And we're very excited about our guest tonight, Mr. Glenn Mercer from the Feelies, a hero of many. And hopefully he's going to join us here in a few. I'm going to look. I'm not 100% sure he's joined the show yet. So we may have to come back and see Glenn here as he joins us. We'll all be like waiting, and then when he enters, it's like a major moment. Glenn, if you're out there for some reason and I don't see you, there's a little button that says join live, and that's how we would do it. But I think that we'll see it when you come in, when you come through the door. Unless this is where you just said here. So are you on the JIAN 33 account? I think you are. Okay, I'm going to try to add that account. This is an adventure in Instagram tonight. Let's see. We're going to add, I believe this is Glenn coming to us potentially on another Instagram account. Let me see. Boom, there he is. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Glenn?
I'm doing okay.
I was looking for the Glenn Mercer music name, so I was like, and then I realized I think this is maybe your wife's account.
Yeah.
Okay. It all worked out perfectly.
Good.
And is this your first time on the old Instagram Live homemade TV show format?
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you so much
Thanks
for
having
joining
me.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
it's amazing to see you on our little screen here. So you're in Haledon, New Jersey?
North Haledon.
Okay, North Haledon, and I grew.
Haledon's just down the street.
You're right on the line there. I grew up in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. So I have we used to play Haledon at soccer. That's I kind of remember that drive. Maybe like 45 minutes to Berkeley Heights.
What's that?
Maybe like 45 minutes to Berkeley Heights from Haledon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that town.
Okay, yeah, that's what I remember. I remember we played a soccer team. I think they whooped us pretty bad when I was
Turn
coming
it up a little.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to turn you up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I think we usually have to take the
Can you
ball.
hear me okay?
Yeah, yeah, you sound great. Can you hear me now? Do you hear me a little better?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks
good.
a lot.
Yeah, yeah. We have a lot of I don't know a lot, but we have some friends out here in Washington who are all New Jersey natives. So I see them. There's some Basking Ridge people. I think there's a Plainfield couple people. Anyway, we got some New Jersey folks here. Whoops. Yeah, and how are you doing? Is your family well and you guys are healthy?
Yeah, we're all doing fine. Thanks
Okay.
for asking.
Yeah, yeah. And so I know I'm a big fan of yours. We have a lot of Feelies fans in the audience. And rather than ask you typical interview questions, I have been doing this thing where I do kind of an either or. And usually by the end of it, we feel like we know the guest really well. Would you be up for something like that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only rule is you have to choose one or the other. You can explain why you choose it or not. It's up to you.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? Okay.
Yeah.
And they're in no particular order. I'm going to start. I'll kind of start simple and we'll get more complicated. Glenn, dogs or cats?
Cats.
Okay. Leather jacket or jean jacket?
That's a tough one. I thought it was leather jacket or shades.
Oh, that was the example I sent you, huh? Well, let's change it. Leather jacket or shades? What's more essential?
Well, shades, because really everybody can wear those, but not everyone could pull off a leather jacket.
Have you pulled off a leather jacket in the past?
I used to wear one, actually. Yeah, it really kept me warm on those long winter tours.
I feel like you could pull off shades and a leather jacket. I don't think I could.
Maybe at one point, not anymore.
Okay. Now it's gonna get a little incremental. Dancing at a wedding or giving a toast?
They would both require a lot of alcohol. Probably the toast.
Okay. I'm with you on that. Scrabble or boggle?
Scrabble.
Okay. Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Solid. Walking or running?
Walking.
Okay.
I used to run, but I fell.
So you had to slow it down a little bit? I would say the Feelies is amazing running music. I don't know if you've gotten anyone to say that before, but just the rhythms and you can sync up with the Feelies. With the rhythm section, it's just it's perfect music for running. Or walking.
Or driving.
Or driving, yes. All right,
Or on a boat.
Mets or Yankees?
Boy, I'm going to piss a lot of people off no matter what I say. Probably Yankees, because that's the only game I ever saw. My parents took me when I was small.
Oh, wow.
I didn't really like it, so I didn't really have a preference.
So you've kind of pissed off Mets fans and baseball enthusiasts with that one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Stop. We're getting to know you. Okay. Round the home stretch here. We're talking Velvet Underground, Sister Ray, or What Goes On?
What goes on?
Solid. Okay. New York pizza or New Jersey pizza?
I'm not a big pizza fan. I don't eat dairy.
Okay.
If I do have a pizza, it'll be a vegan one. I think probably people could find good pizza in New York and New Jersey.
Very diplomatic. That's solid. Okay. White Album or Revolver?
They can find a lot of bad pizza in both places too.
That's true. Famous Rays everywhere. White Album or Revolver?
White Album.
Okay. Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Well, the Beatles started it, so you got to give them something for that.
I do. I kind of agree. Both great, but the Beatles, there's a little more of a foundational piece there. Well, awesome. I think that might be all my either ors. I feel like I've now known you forever. So I appreciate so much you joining us. This is kind of like our version of Wayne's World a little bit. We've been having guests on that we admire since like the middle of March, when things kind of shut down quite a bit. So,
do you have a sidekick?
I do have a sidekick, my wife, Kulsa. Tonight she's out of frame. I'm going to share. This is a full disclosure. She didn't fully dry her hair, and she didn't want to appear tonight. So she's like my Andy Richter off to the side over here.
Or your gar?
Yeah, she's assisting. How about you? Do you have a sidekick tonight on the camera, or are you using a tripod? What's going on there?
I have it on a music stand. My wife kind of set it up for me.
Okay. I think that's been an essential part of us too.
It's her phone.
What'd you say?
It's her phone.
Oh, it's her phone. Okay. So you have an amazing history, but I think the thing that's most impressive to me. So this is like our band Instagram account, and our band has been going since 2004 in some form, so about 16 years. But your band has been going for, is it 44 years?
Well, we took a break, so
Okay.
it wasn't that many, but
Is it 40?
42, 3, something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, and I have to learn from you. Do you? Because we had a couple of years where we were inactive. I don't know if those count towards the total. I think they should.
Well, a lot of us kept playing together, Dave and I, and Stan, and Brenda for a while.
Yeah, I think that should keep it counting. So you're in the 40s, and do you? It sounds like, from my understanding, like it's just it's a lifelong connection with your friends. Really, that's kind of why it keeps going.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and that's the hardest part of this. That being disconnected from your friends and being able to play together.
Yeah, and have you guys been able to connect remotely and play? Do you send each other files or anything, or?
No, not really. I mean, we have in the past, and probably, hopefully soon, but I think this thing has just been distracting.
Yeah, totally. And have you been recording solo stuff then, or what do you do musically during this time?
Yeah, I've been recording some stuff. I don't know what I'll do with it. Just, here and there, just when the mood strikes.
And I don't know this answer. What instruments do you play? Do you play more than the guitar? Or are you like a full band guy?
I've done recordings, all playing everything.
Okay.
Guitar is my main thing, and bass. I started on bass, and I've been playing keyboard just about as long as the guitar, but not as often.
Okay. Well, I think one thing, like you were saying, the Feelies, there's such a, like, everything's so synced up and playing together. It's like this machine moving together. So I can imagine it would be hard not to be able to actually physically play together during this time. It's kind of like just a part of your routine that you're missing.
You mean like over the internet or something?
Yeah, or just missing that experience. I mean, there's some bands that are less, like, I think, dependent on the cohesion of the music, and you guys are so locked in. It's just, it seems like it would be hard to do any Feely stuff remotely like that.
Well, when you record, a lot of times you're overdubbing.
Yeah.
So it's not always live. So you're still able to lock up.
And kind of sync some things up.
Yeah.
Well, I know
we have to be flexible because might not have many options.
Yeah. Yeah, and do your bandmates, do they live close by? So when the things kind of lessen, you could see them, or do you got to travel quite a bit to see them?
Well, Bill and Brenda. Bill lives in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Brenda's in Pennsylvania, but Stan is right down the street in Haledon, and Dave's in Wayne, which is nearby.
Okay. So you're able to get together with a few folks once things settle down, maybe?
Yeah. Hopefully,
good.
Yeah.
Well, I know we would love to hear a song if you have something.
Yeah, sure. You had mentioned What Goes On. I think I'll do that.
Oh, that's amazing.
We did it on the Only Life record, and subsequently we were in touch with Lou Reed and invited to go on his tour. Got to play with him a few times, so.
Awesome. Yes. That was awesome. Yeah, my partner said, love that song.
Thanks.
So good.
Yeah, that's that song. You could make it last 20 minutes, or it could be like a 2-minute song. It's a classic. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you said you toured with Lou Reed. When was that?
It was late 80s. I don't remember the exact year.
Okay. And he was like, I guess this is my, I mean, I'm clearly, I've done a lot of like learning, but he played, I think the Velvet Underground's first show or Lou Reed's first show was at a high school in Summit, New Jersey, which was like the school right next to the high school I would have gone to in New Jersey. So I always thought that was this like a amazing thing. I don't know.
Yeah, a friend of mine was at that show.
Oh, okay.
Rob Norris from the Bongos.
Okay.
Said it blew his mind.
Yeah, it's crazy how I don't. It's just I left New Jersey when I was in 6th grade, so I'm not like I haven't been there for a while. But all my memories are of that high school, and I just try to imagine that scene of the Velvet Underground playing this high school. It's just like hard to fathom. I don't even know. Well, cool. And so I was wondering too. I was thinking of you. I was like, I wonder if Glenn was doing a Wayne's World type show out of his basement, what guests would he have on? Can you think of anybody you would bring on and ask to be the musical guest if you were hosting a show?
I'm sure I'd think of somebody.
I'm putting you on the spot. Sorry, Glenn. I know you guys played like the Yola Tango. Did you play the Hanukkah shows? Have you always played those?
We've done some. We haven't always done it.
Okay.
Done it recently, but yeah, they were always fun. And a lot of offshoot bands would do it. Like the Tripes had like a reunion at one of their Hanukkah shows, and we did a Young Woo.
I feel like those would be solid guests for your show. I mean, I could. I know our folks would love to see those people. If you ever choose to do a basement show, I think that's you got that list.
Sure. Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, would you be willing to play one more song for us?
Yeah, sure. Never tell. Nobody knows. Nobody cares. When he was asking, no answers to know. Nobody knows, nobody says.
Yes. Thank you so much. That was awesome. I actually, I'm a big pizza person, and we were making pizza today, and my wife was on the phone in the other room, so I was listening to that album on the headphones. And I think, just like I was saying before, I'm just gushing about you, but the music is so beautiful, and like just it sounds so much better on headphones too. It's just so locked up. So
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I love that song, and it's a great start to an album. And anyway, thank you so much for playing.
Well, thank you.
Well, yeah, I think you have, we just feel lucky you joined the program tonight. Do you have anything to recommend to us, anything that's gotten you through this time, whether it's an activity or a record or a food or a drink or anything?
Been listening to music a lot. Watching old shows, reading, going for walks.
Yeah.
Baking.
What's your big baking thing that you've done during this time?
I make muffins, but
Okay.
I did that before the lockdown.
What's your go-to muffin? What's like the Glenn Mercer muffin?
Corn or bran.
Good. I feel like those
special ingredients. I put, chopped up nuts and stuff.
Okay. Cool. So we do this thing. We have sponsors on the show, so we'll add that to sponsored by corn and bran muffins. I think we'll add that to our show. You'll have to check it out. It's pretty ridiculous. Well, thank you so much, and health to your family, and enjoy the time as much as you can. And thank you for making music and sharing it with us tonight.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Have a great night. Talk to you later.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with the rest of the show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow, that was amazing. That was like, I felt like we were in, I think it was Glenn's basement.
It was a cool fireplace.
It was a super
It might
cool
not
room,
be
yeah.
big.
We don't know. Maybe in the
Well,
comments we can find out what room it was. That was beautiful. And like, I had no idea. It's crazy. That song
we were
that
just listening
Glenn
to
played,
it.
like that was, I think it's one of my favorite songs from their later albums. And that's, I think, my favorite Velvet Underground song. So that was just an amazing treat. We didn't plan that. I did tell Glenn we were going to do this either or thing. And I think the example I gave him was leather jacket or sunglasses. So I could see that when the choice of jean jacket entered the picture, it's just a stumper. I mean,
some people call it a denim jacket.
a denim jacket, Canadian tuxedo. You know who wears the hell out of a denim jacket? Mark McKenzie. He actually wears a denim he wears denims pants.
That if it's a
And a shirt.
Canadian tuxedo, it has to be jeans and the jacket. As far as I thought.
I think
These
here's
are
it's a
full
caveat. Mark actually wears more of a denim shirt as a jacket.
Do people agree with me? If it's a tuxedo, it needs to be like the pants and the jacket.
Canadian tuxedo needs jacket and
You
pants.
don't have to show me.
Okay,
Don't show me.
I really want to show you.
No.
Okay. Well, so that was amazing, and I think like that just far exceeded my day's expectations. And I want to go back to and shout out Trevor. We might not have heard everything Friday I'm in Love, but we heard that second verse.
So good.
It was so good. So Trevor, if there's any way you can record it or something,
or if you'd be willing to try again.
Yeah, or try. We have to figure out a way. That was too amazing. So thanks again for him for doing that and jumping in. That was super beautiful. So that leaves us with one more segment for the week. And I don't know if you could pass me that knife. I don't think she's going to pass it back.
No, that's so. If you know anything about feng shui, you got to be careful where you point knives
Yeah.
and stuff.
And so I might have made some poor feng shui decisions that ended up affecting Trevor's internet connection.
Also, never give a knife as a gift in feng shui. It's bad.
Don't do it.
And if you get one, you have to give the person some money so that it cancels out the transaction.
I don't know if Peter Aberton's watching, but my dad gave him a knife for a holiday.
Yeah,
So,
and he understands.
oh, and he
feng
gave him
shui.
money. He gave
Yeah.
money to my dad.
Peter
for that.
gets the feng shui.
Peter gets it. Yeah. He gets it. Yeah. And yeah. So anyway, I say all that to say this.
Dave gets real stabby.
Yeah, I get a little stabby.
Okay.
It is kind of true crime podcast. I know we have a Dateline we've got to get to. I think Dateline's on at 9. We talked today on the dog walk. Chris Brazell made some absolutely ridiculous claims. Disparaging comments about Dateline and 48 Hours and how it's just a corporate tool to get us to watch advertising. And that's just, wow.
That's why we fast forward.
Yeah,
and we also fall asleep very much.
Yeah, we sleep when
during
we
it.
want during Dateline. They don't own us. We don't owe them anything.
Okay,
Anyway, we did digress a little bit.
Very
It's
much.
a deep digression. And that was our new segment, talking about Dateline. But up next, it's his third visit to the program. We keep inviting him back, not only because he's handsome and he always looks perfect, but because he has a lot of skill in the kitchen. And you can see his apron says, D, it's part of the game. A Bob Nastanovich quote. I think we need to make that a reality with an apron to send to Corey. That's going to happen.
Oh.
Not
Kiss the chef.
kiss the chef.
The cook.
It's part of the game. So at this point, we're going to add Corianton, Chef Epicori. He's been here before. How dapper will he look?
Knows
We're
the
about
game.
to find out. He knows the
how
game.
It goes.
Corey, if you can join us, come on.
I think we need to make that.
Oh!
Oh my gosh, she's got a leather jacket and shades.
Leather jacket and shades and cool hat.
Touche.
It's part of the game, dude.
I think it overloaded the camera for a second.
Because you gotta have faith.
Nice.
I don't think you need to choose between the two.
Oh well, you can pull it off, Corey. You got both.
And that's our show, everybody.
He knows.
It's like it's a mic drop fashion moment, Corey.
I was inspired. I'm a big Feelies fan. That was great. I'm glad you got him on. That was super cool.
That was super cool. I feel really bad because I initially he was going to join on his wife's account, and then I saw he had Glenn Mercer music, and so it took me a
You got
minute.
a little freaked out for a second.
I got a little freaked. I almost went to start playing some songs because I was like, we got to stall, but we didn't have to stall. So Corey, you're with us tonight, back in what I believe is a West Seattle kitchen.
Indeed.
And what are you showing us tonight?
I'm going to show you some foundational techniques for preparing vegetables that are going to just step up your game, impress your dates and partners, and just make getting dinner ready like a lot more fun. I've taken a lot of knife work classes, Keith and I together, and I've cooked with chefs that have been classically trained, and I'm just going to show you a simplified version of a basic principle for breaking down some vegetables. Does that sound good?
That sounds great because we do something here since the quarantine. We get produce delivered, and on Saturday mornings we do a big breakfast with potatoes and peppers and stuff.
And we don't have good skills.
And I have the worst knife skills in the biz.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I do.
I'm saying Kalsa's knife skills are okay. So
Funny
take
you
us
say.
away.
We're going to start with potato.
Let's do it.
Okay, so There's a lot of French technique backing all this up, but I'm gonna break it down American style.
Ooh la la.
I'm gonna tell you that there's one basic principle that you can apply to all of your vegetables, and it basically is slicing into planks, slicing again into sticks, and then slicing again into cubes. That may sound basic, but I'm going to walk you through it in a few different scenarios, different vegetables, and talk about size and purpose and just get into it. If that sounds good. You ready?
Into it, Corey.
All right. Here for it, Dave. Oh,
Very sanitary here at the Bacon Hale kitchen.
my knife wasn't clean. It's hard to find good support staff. Okay, here we go. Let's try the...
How's that?
Yeah. That's great. Down a little.
Mm-hmm.
Down a little more.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, okay. So, guys, hope this works. I'm gonna start cutting this way,
Whoa.
right? And then I'm gonna take half and half off again.
Oh.
So what we're looking at here is I've got 4 flat planks, right?
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to turn them onto the middles so that the domes are on top. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Sorry, this is really hard to do.
No, this is spellbinding. This is good stuff.
Okay, all right. Then we're going, so that was planks. This is sticks. Essentially, we're making French fries right now.
Mm.
Run it through evenly so that this is your goal right here. This is the French fry or the stick. In French, they call it a bâtonnet, which is French for baton.
Oh.
This is America. I call it freedom. So I'll run through, actually I don't need to do that. So now that you've got, can you guys all see this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you've got the batons or the sticks in America, and now at the same interval, you're going to cut them into a dice. And so with 3 swift moves, you have this perfect cube all even, ready to go. Soup, hash, whatever the fuck you want, right?
Hash brown. Yeah, well, hash. There, okay.
Hash browns, yeah.
Mm.
So that principle, it's easy to demonstrate with a potato. I'm going to also show you on a carrot and an onion, which it ups the ante just a little with each round.
I'm not contracted for a carrot and an onion.
Union labor is
The best.
yes. Okay. Next up. Ooh.
Just a guy with a leather jacket and a giant knife. No big deal.
Welcome to our house.
Not at all threatening. This principle is a little trickier to apply to a carrot, but I'm going to show you how, and you're going to love it. Start at the ass end of the carrot, or no, the top, the head end, right? The thicker end. And go diagonal. And you're doing the plank stage again, but you're doing it at a diagonal so that you end up with even sized planks.
Wow.
Are you feeling that?
Yeah.
So I'm going to shortcut it to make it faster, but now,
Can they see it?
yeah, perfectly. See how I've got them layered in like a fan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like cards laid out on a table.
Exactly. This makes carrots. Now I'm doing a finer cut here. This would have been called
Oh.
a dice, essentially.
Okay.
What I'm going to do next is going to be called a brunoise, which is just a finer dice. But first, we have to go from plank to stick. And in this scenario, when it's finer, they call that julienne. You've heard that term before.
Yes.
Yes.
So with this fanned out array of carrots and this incredibly restrictive leather jacket, I'm just going to cut really finely through
Wow.
the stack. And if you just apply a gentle pressure and work slow and steady, you'll get a beautiful julienne. Okay?
Wow.
Wow.
Now this is maybe where you want to stop for certain things, like a salad or something.
Yeah.
Or like a tempura. But now the next move, and to work with the same principle, is you have the sticks, now you want the cubes. So stack them up, group them together.
Bundle them, if you will.
Bundle them. I'm pointing with my knife, which you're taught never to do.
Ow!
And then at the same, unit size or interval, just run through. I'm using my fingers to kind of cluster the julienne, and I'm always curving my tips back so that my knuckle is what the knife is working against.
Okay.
Always curl your fingers. Never, ever. When I see people cutting like this,
No.
like I want to fucking scream. So curl your fingers, use the knuckle as a guide, run through evenly and steady, and voila.
Oh wow.
That's beautiful.
That's called a brunoise, or in America, a fine dice.
Can I ask you about the brunoise and those carrots? What would you throw those into at that size? What are you doing with that kind of carrot situation?
There's this awesome French technique, and it's called mirepoix. Well, it's more of a product than a technique, but it's a combination of finely diced carrot, onion, and celery. And you would break them all down that fine, and you would just saute them in butter. And from there, you would start like 1,000 amazing things, from soups to sauces. It's like a...
How about chili?
Especially chili. It's like a lot of cultures have like a triangle of flavor that begin the savory component of a dish. In South America, there's like a green pepper, onion, carrot trio. In France, it's celery, onion, carrot. But breaking them down into a brunoise or a fine dice and then sauteing in butter, you can't go wrong. You can go anywhere with that. Chili, soup, sauces, just anything.
Sounds good.
Fucking awesome.
By itself.
Yeah.
You could throw some in the leather jacket just in the pocket and just snap.
I've got some right here.
You got a brunoise
Yeah.
pocket. Okay.
Yeah, I like to keep it.
So people
Okay, so
are
you've
taking
seen-
an over-under on whether you cut yourself on the onion. So I think we want to see that.
He's not
No
going
one wants
to.
it to happen, but there's some
Who's
bets.
saying that? That's very rude.
I think it was
Before we
fun.
started, I said to Keith I should have planned like a chop off the finger gag where like blood squirts out.
Or a
Oh my
fake
gosh.
arm, yeah.
That would
Stick around.
But then who's going to clean it up?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't want you to get hurt.
Okay, this is the most important of all.
Oh shit.
And it's I don't want you to be intimidated because
I'm not.
it's totally doable. But there is a right way to break down an onion, and I'm gonna rock it. Ready? So start by cutting off the blossom. It's perfect. Okay. Blossom end off. I put these in a freezer bag with odds and ends like garlic, shallot, carrot, celery, anything that's not pretty and not going to make it into my meal.
Shallot.
These go into a freezer bag in the freezer, and when it's full, I boil them for like 5 hours and make an amazing stock. So don't throw this away. Think of this as like building block for your next stock.
Skin and everything. Okay.
Skin especially, because it lends a golden hue to the stock.
Okay.
I throw all my bones and meat scraps in, but obviously that's not your guys' vibe, so I'm vegetarianizing. Okay, next move. This way. But
Okay.
from the top.
Okay.
You want to cut it in half. Sorry, this.
Oh.
Nice.
That move makes it easy to peel the skin off. But what's important is you want to leave, it's probably better on this one. Leave the root end to hold the onion together.
Oh.
So this is your starting point. I was going to go there early, but I thought it might be handy to show you guys how to get to this point. But this is where you want to start.
Are
Okay?
you even gonna go there right now?
Now, there's some variations out there, but I'm going to show you like the classic foundational technique, and then maybe a spin, depending on how much time there is. I'm actually probably not doing the spin, but it's the same principle. You're going to go
Knuckles in,
planks.
Corey.
I'm not cutting yet, but
Okay.
thank you. Planks is this cut, so I'm going to start with that. Hand up, away from the blade. Just saw in and teeter a little, and that root is holding you together.
Look at that.
And creating a guide for you, right?
Son of a bitch.
Okay. One more time. 2/3 of the way up.
Okay.
In and just a gentle seesaw. Watch your hand. Getting back to about here
Yeah.
on that. Okay. So that's planks, right? Then down the top.
That sticks.
Sticks. Bingo. And then rotate.
Oh.
Huge.
That's satisfying.
Feel me? And then at the
I would
end,
love-
turn
yeah.
it down. And just, you know, don't need to waste any of that.
Freestyle.
You can just kind of finish your block like that. And then this goes into your freezer stock bag along with the top. And all these.
Mhm.
And here you've got perfect broken down onion
That's great.
for a million wonderful things. You don't have to buy this pre-cut at Whole Foods and spend half of your paycheck. You can do it.
It's
Yeah.
whole food check.
That's amazing. That was
There we go. Nice
Yeah.
skills 101.
The
I
little root end staying it together is such a good idea because that's what falls apart because I cut it off.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it
Then it's
goes
sliding all
everywhere,
around, yeah.
and then we have onions all over the floor.
Yeah. Totally.
this actually makes me want to prep for our breakfast tonight with some chopping.
Yeah.
You can. You totally can. I won't stop you.
How much Diet Coke have you had?
It's this is can number probably 7 for the day. It's a problem.
Maybe not. Maybe.
That sounds like a problem.
It's a problem. It's
I'm
an
worried
addiction.
about you, Dave.
Yeah, I'm a little worried as well. But you know, if you put on your wife's glasses or your husband's glasses and you just pretend everything's okay, you're gonna be good.
It's
Well,
working.
that was amazing. Thank you, Corey. And once again, you got the look, dude. I don't even know what to say. What kind of Clash T-shirt? We had a couple people asking. What do we got on there?
I got this in Tokyo at a vintage mall.
No,
I think it's a bootleg, but I love it.
just a bootleg from Tokyo. No big deal.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, it
super
was the equivalent of a
cool.
Hot Topic in Tokyo, but it was in Tokyo, so I'm like, bring it
that
on.
makes sense.
Actually, it was cooler than a Hot Topic. It was indie.
It was not a hot topic.
It was not a Hot Topic.
Yeah.
It was an indie store, but it was like full of Ramones era plaid and leather like punk stuff.
Yeah.
It was fully vetted.
It was cool. It was a cool shop, and they had fat guy size in this shirt, so I had to snag it.
You look great. Do not shame yourself in any way.
Thank
you. Are
you.
a stone.
I learned that
Tulsa-
from Lindy West. You're right. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Tulsa gave me permission to call you a stone fox.
Oh,
Yeah, and I agree. I second
Yes.
it.
And
you,
Keith,
Tulsa.
I know you're not going to turn the camera around, but if you did, you as well. Love you
Oh,
both.
I think we should, because Keith looks extra cute tonight.
Stone Foxy.
What a fox.
Yes.
Well produced. And as always, kind of amazing close-ups of the work. So good job.
It was a blast. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I can't wait till episode 4 when you get into some trickier knife stuff.
Okay. We'll
That
see
was-
if
That was good.
Thank
I'm
you
not-
guys so much.
Bye.
All righty.
Have a great
Bye,
week.
guys.
There's a little robo noise there from Keith at the end. That was wonderful. That was a real...
I didn't know the onion thing was pretty
The
cool.
onion thing had some tricks, and I will give, if we have a home economics job down at my school, I would love to have you come down and teach, because you did a great job of like scaffolding and building to the onion. You didn't just start with the onion, you built up to it. It was beautiful.
You know what we should do? If anybody uses their knife skills or they cook something that Corey
Yes.
taught us, we should tag him on Instagram so he can
Please.
see that you're using what you learned.
Yeah, please
Or
tag
if you make
at
kids
Corianton.
drink or
If you we have to do more kind of promo of
Give credit where
give credit
due.
for some of the cooking stuff. If you make any, I saw actually someone did credit Carl Blau about plantains. They cut up plantains and fried them like hash browns.
Muffins.
And, if you make muffins, make sure you're crediting the mighty Glenn Mercer. And there was one other recipe that was making me think. I don't know. It'll come.
Was it another Corey recipe, or was it somebody else that was on the show?
Oh no, it's I think it's time to go. I'm going to see. My hope is to go to St. John's Eatery tomorrow on Capitol Hill and get a beet burger from Mike Lee, our guest earlier in the week.
Yeah.
So so that might happen.
So if we get beet burgers, we should
take a picture, please.
Him
yes. Tag these people so that they know that we love them.
And if we get Taco Bell, we're gonna tag
Chris Frizzell. And if you watch Dateline tonight, take a picture of you watching Dateline or the screen, and let's tag Chris Frizzell.
Or 48 Hours, really.
Yeah.
Or any of the above.
Or anything that has commercials, any TV program. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Another week has come and gone. I have a huge meeting with the producers next week, or not next week, but next hour. The boat team is meeting to talk about episodes next week. We have some amazing guests lined up. We're working on a schedule, and we're very excited for that. If you have any guest ideas, let us know. I know we got a couple cool people sharing some ideas this week, so we might work them in. And we're excited to share our new lineup on Sunday. I'll tell you this, though. Monday's guest is Nick Delfs from the Shaky Hands.
Very cool.
Boat played with the Shaky Hands in 2007. We played them with 2 nights in a row. They were amazing.
At the
Vera Project
and
the Old Crocodile.
The Old Crocodile with the pole in the middle, the post.
Yes.
It was very good shows.
So in honor of that, I think I'm going to play a Shaky Hands record after our Dickel Whiskey promo. So thanks again to Glenn Mercer for joining us. That was beautiful and amazing. And thank you to the beautiful and amazing Corianton Hale and producer Keith. That was lovely.
Great,
you guys look great.
Show, and thanks to Trevor.
Thanks
sorry,
to Trevor.
Got cut off.
We're very sorry for technical difficulties, but
we're going to go grab that burger.
That was an amazing version. So we're wrapping up. We're going to kick off that Dickel Whiskey promo, and we will see you guys next week. Bruno's coming soon.